Well, hello, people of the internet. I've got a unique little thing here that I picked up at auction just yesterday and got it unloaded earlier today. This is a INFRONT, uh, what model is it? A yf480, which, according to their website, they don't make. So, the owner's manual that came with it is not correct. That's for one of the little stand-on loaders. This one actually has a seat. In an effort to keep this video nice and short, just show you the quick stuff around it, this one I am not going to operate it at all. If you're looking for that, I will have one soon where we actually go out, get it dirty, try to grapple, see if it can pick stuff up, playing around with it. I'll show you max speed, everything like that. Again, this one is just the walk around. There's a little up closer here of what's going on with that. This bucket is supposed to go all the way up so you can use that part as a dozer blade. You should be able to grapple with the pinchers here, and then when it's all the way lifted and it opens, it'll dump. The problem is, as far as I can tell, this is the control for it, and that happened earlier today. So, I've got things to take apart and figure out. I'm sure it just came disconnected. As you can see, there's just that little nut on there, and it's finger loose. These things have come from China, so that's a long trip to get jiggled and rattled around. And this poor little guy's return trip last night was rough. There's a little side view of it. It is a cramped little compartment there to sit in. If you're about 6 feet tall or taller, you may not fit in it. The seat is as far back as it'll go, and my knee has about that much room in it. It's also really awkward to get in and out of. Not a huge deal, just telling you. Basic setups here: battery switch, choke, throttle, and then up here we got a cigarette lighter, hour meter, your little lights that they've got up here, and a horn. That actually works really good. And then your joystick controls. Motion of the machine forward and backward. And then I think this one was the whole arm up. And I believe this one was the bucket. And then that's your that grapple bucket. It does come unassembled, or at least partially unassembled. We've got the canopy and roof for it, which are super lightweight. They are not a roll bar. That's just a cover. A couple other little things to note that I was able to pick up on from my very limited experience with any machinery. This appears to have pins through all of the attachment points, which is supposed to be a good thing. It's got some big old fat quick disconnects for our hydraulics and caps. That's nice. And down here, it's got, I was told that that's like the same sort of a universal style quick attach bucket. So I believe if I take that pin out and pull that pin and this pin up, the bucket will come off. Of course, I would have to take off your hydraulic lines. But I haven't gotten to play with it much. That bucket broke and it kind of felt like it was low on hydraulic fluid. So I wanted to take it in here, give it a chance to look it over. There's gotta be 10 million grease points on it. So I'm going to go through, get it all lubed up, and take a chance of playing around with it. So here in the little engine compartment, this one actually has this great big fan and oil cooler, hydraulic oil cooler to specify that. And it is a pretty good sized one as far as I can tell. And it kicks on right away, runs, seems to work pretty good. And then you've just got your little engine in there. I think one of these panels comes off for easier access on it. This one you can actually fill up by just swinging this gate open, which is pretty convenient. Your latch on it is a little bit funky because it does that sometimes. Oh, nope. There. Sometimes you actually have to hit that before it'll latch, and it still jiggles around there. That also has the knockoff Honda engine in it, not the Briggs & Stratton, which I've heard both. Some people tell me that's the better one. Some people say go with the Briggs & Stratton. I mean, either way, I really didn't care. I just wanted a cool little machine, and I picked this up at auction for a fantastic price. So I'm kind of excited, get to play around with it some. If you're interested, I'm going to do a test with it after I get it all lubed up here and check my hydraulic fluid, make sure that's good. It's almost impossible to see it in there, so I might have to take some stuff apart and get in and look at it. But if that's something you're interested in, think about hitting that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.